Week 5, 2029. We got Troy coming in, Sun Belt opener. Their quarterback, they have a star quarterback, 97 overall. He's injured, broken hip, out for at least a couple months. So they got a backup, but he's mobile. He's got tools. So we'll need to come in, be wary of his legs, do a lot of quarterback contain looks. And then offensively, just keep rolling, man. We've been having a great start to the year offensively. We'll just keep it rolling. So you're in front of the home crowd. Conference opener should be pretty rowdy. So let's get into it. I want to go black today. Yeah, I like this black look. Like that for Troy. On the toss, we'll defer to the second half. All right, let's go, baby.
Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Troy Trojans taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas State Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. Oh, we're getting the ball.
And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas State Bobcats offense takes the field to start.
Go, boys. Be efficient today.
This guy's so good. He is the focal. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
They'll run the RPO right fire to the right.
And watch the offensive line. They all block and run. There's no blocking run. The quarterback decides, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read. Gets a nice positive game.
Now on second down. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option. They're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there. They'll have enough for the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry up. And on that third short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone, sit down. You only need a little yards on this third down. get the conversion, move the sticks. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
One of the things I love about bootlegs from a quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
On the ground, it's Burns. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing. They were game planning their opening script. I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working with the action.
He is down at the 1.
What a boy.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, they're
Into the end zone.
Good start, boys.
consistency, the way everything they dialed up was perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, and have it out for the touchdown.
And right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. So Troy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
It's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out the quarterback. These guys need to be double teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Quarterback extends the play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide body to get down and don't take a big hit.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Let's it fly.
Oh, wow. What a dart by the quarterback.
The Trojans hit it quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the basket.
You get a chunk of yards like that now. Going for it.
Oh my god. Oh, he dropped it. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's one of those plays where you go, man, he probably couldn't have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are those balls that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And this senior quarterback got a little too bold there. He was lucky he didn't get picked off. throwing it. Makes the catch. It's Rasmussen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down mark? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 20-feet. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same and keep the pace, keep it going.
Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Here's a quick throw out of the left. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your play.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And when I was in Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches. He would signal in red suit. Quarterback speed. It works every time.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this stuff. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field with passing.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? On the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think Jesse, you see some of the offense talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there. They get into the neutral zone. That'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Unloads quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love that game, getting my back. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Will they keep it on the ground again? You're on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats. We've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Yes, the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And did a really good job out of being very decisive. He saw his matchup, went for it, attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback, quick pass and receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. second and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in the booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead of him.
Quick strike complete. He's right out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth again with the long pass as incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive love to take deep shots downfield. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do it. And I bet you'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He's got an open man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of the stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quick. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field. He's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots on defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by this offense. And they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Holds and fires complete. Makes the grab and he's dragged down.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have? If I have enough guys to block your guys, it's just built into the offense pitch. Catch, let me get it, get it going. Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the blocks, more guys to the run, then you open up for the pass.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Feeling some heat. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, I'm taking it myself.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good. It would put one more. Kevin Connor's in the studio. Kevin,
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Cheetos for the time being. They're up by a field goal over BYU. Your boy Casey has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the six. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got to play it earlier as quarterback, knowing that his players are going to be able to do this.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. pushes the ball back with his long second down. Looking for a crease, it's Schwartz. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go.
He'll get him down for the sack. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this. Get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
He'll feel the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical and attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the shotgun down, here's an inside give.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, with some information you gather, maybe the next time you get to run an RPO.
Finds his man in the middle. Tackle is made at the 40.
Take that to the 2-minute warning.
Set it up for a first down.
All right, defense. They work. String together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
Well, on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. He gets the ball, he's shooting outside. David puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get them out of this game.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move chains at the 21.
This running back loves running into the tackle. It's in between the tackles. He keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game here. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost scored this one for a long game. It just keeps the defense in a little bit more on it.
Got it set up on the outside.
Let's go, baby. Beautiful.
And they add 6 more with a trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here week 5?
Bobcat football.
Try to mix it up. Pass rush. Let it come up the field a little bit. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Nice block. Nice play call. Throw the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board now, about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep him from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that.
Just can't turn it over and pick the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot less.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-position lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. And this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time again because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
To the ground on the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Getting that push, they pick up the 4 out to the 26. Solid pick up the 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Trojans are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play caller down this much against the best run defense
Oh my
They
god.
can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw.
No way.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up plays they run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him on the ground, he picked up about 4 yards, the ball spotted at the 10. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of their team. Easily picked that up.
That was bad. That was just bad defense.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may be believed, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by 35 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring it 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Hey,
What a play by me.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. Is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
As a defensive guy, you're always human. I mean, these guys, they're whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. Focusing the defense, locked and loaded, understand what they're trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's run out of bounds, but
Let's go. Rude as hell, yeah.
sticks for a first down.
Great fucking truck.
Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, physicality in this football game. You know, you run the football with great balance, and right here, you choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision is great.
He's sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating him. Got some room and into the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you can call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Fires left. Incomplete. Very lucky. That one wasn't picked off. They used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away.
Shit.
Yeah, did a really good job by the defender. Understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go. And not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. The long back's got it. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Discards a man. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Run that kind of sound down. It's going to make it easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 4th down. Everything's on the table. Everything's available. High success rate.
Let's go.
He is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans will try
Good
to
job,
win the
D.
back with the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but there's still up reach, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, keep one block, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. They get down close to the goal line. Better execution, put a touchdown. Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get it stopped, but what a has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz. And he'll make his way out of bounds.
It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get to it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
As a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 32 to Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This offense has a second down play. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking for room. It's Burns. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bobcats! What a grab and go for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Rasmussen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rasmussen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. A strike downfield. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Troy.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. He'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Quarterback checking off. On the run, it's Burns. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.